it looks like Arteta really wants all the best at Man City to come through at Arsenal. How are you guys? Welcome to this channel. This is a story strictly Arsenal news in here onto this channel. I'm doing it because Arsenal fans are really showing me lots of love onto this channel. But all in all, thank you for watching it, guys. Feel free to always join in, and I really love the way you really come up and react onto this channel. Arsenal, you are really something else. I really love your cooperation in here onto this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and smash a like on the video, comment and share. Arsenal have really gone ahead to really hire. Mikel Arteta has beefed up his coaching team at Arsenal by hiring a man who goes by the names of Nicolas Jova in there. I'm really going to tell you the biography about Nicolas Jovia, but all you can know is that Arteta was with him at Man City in 2019, and Arsenal have set the Ben White medical debt in there. So those are the two stories that we're going to do into this episode. You can as well go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Ben White joining Arsenal and Nicolas Jova, a former Man City coach working under Pep Guardiola, one of the best coaches in the world, joining a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. Now this is Rokani David, aka radio to this channel, and feel free, if at all you are new to this channel and you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to us so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. Now this is none other than Rokani David onto this channel. Now let's get into this story first before we get into a Ben White medical debt confirmed. Let me show you this guy. He's onto the screen there. He's onto the screen. His name is Nicolas Jova. Nicolas Jova in there. Arsenal have really got him from Man City, and they've signed him up to really come up and beef up the services at Arsenal in there and help Arteta really to achieve the dreams that Arsenal really want. Remember, this lad was at Man City with the man who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta way back in 2019 before Arteta joined the team which goes by the names of Arsenal to really get out all his coaching thingies in there. So one thing that this is helping Arsenal is that they are really looking great, and Arteta looks like he wants to beef up his coaching staff in there all the time. But all in all, that is something great for people like Arsenal. Now, Arsenal fans will ask me, Rokani, tell us a little bit about this lad that has just joined the Arsenal coaching staff. What is he? What is he all about? And you really want to know who Nicolas Jova is? That's what's coming up next on this channel, and feel free to go into the live chat and tell me what you think about Nicolas Jovia in there, as I really take you through his biography in there as it's got from Google in here. Now, when you look at Nicolas Jovia, his professional career, Nicolas Jovia was born on 28th October 1981 in Berlin, that is Germany. Is a French professional coach specialized in set pieces, who is currently the set piece coach at Arsenal right now. Though he was at Man City, now he has left a team which goes by the names of Man City, is now at Arsenal. Professional career, he was in Canada. Jovia started his career in football as a technical director for Dynamic Sherbrooke in Quebec, Canada from January 2007 to October 2008. At the same time, he worked as a coach in sport at this program in Quebec, Canada. So he was there in 2007. How many years back? Close to 14 years back. That was when the lad was into there. Now, in France, close to 24 years back. Now, in France, in November 2008, he went back to Montpellier, France, where back in 2004, he obtained a master's degree in physical education at a University of Montpellier to start his European football management career. And in the beginnings of 2009, he obtained his UEFA license through the French Football Federation. So, Arsenal, you are really having a very good guy. He's having a very big experience in there, and you really have to welcome him at Arsenal. That is Nicolas Jovia in there. Now, after really attaining the UEFA license through the French Football Federation, Jovia joined Montpellier Heart Sport Club in June 2009 as head performance analysis, where he worked with head coach such as René Gerard, Roland Corbis, Juan Fernandez, and Frederic Hans. During his time working in the club, he participated in UEFA Europa League qualification 2010 qualification, the Copa de la Ligue finals in 2011, League One champions in 2012, and the UEFA Champions League in 2012-2013 group stage. In the course of his time at head of performances analysis in MHSE, he developed a department which gave the opportunity to several aspirants to form themselves and start their football career analysis. So this guy is really good. Arsenal, you are really getting a guy who is on point, and you have every reason to celebrate. That's why I really want you guys to go into the comment section and you tell me what you think about the coming of Nicolas Jova at Arsenal. Remember, he's coming from Man City and he's joining Arsenal. Now, Croatian national football team. Have you heard? He was also at the Croatian national football team. He's having a huge experience in there. For the 2014 FIFA World Cup, Nicolas Jovia worked alongside Niko Kovac. Niko Kovac, you know him, Niko Kovac, one of the greatest in Croatian football, for the Croatian national football team as a performance analyst. So he was doing that. In 2012, Jova starts to work on his set-piece approach, which continues to evolve and adjusts to the head coach visions in there. He works with resulting on an adaptable methodology that serves each club he joins. Now, in England, by the summer of 2016, Jova's career evolves from head of performance analyst and becomes the new set pitch coach for Brentford FC. And you know Brentford, they came into the Premier League in there after hitting a team which goes by names of Swansea in the final at Wembley, which is known as an innovative and forward-thinking club. Throughout his time working for Brentford, he constitutes a key role in the club and works with Dean Smith and Thomas Frank as head coaches. After spending 3 seasons working for Brentford, Jova was appointed as Man City set piece coach and joins Pep Guardiola coaching staff in 2019 in July in there. So now, if at all you've been with us in here, you know what you know right now. That is the lad that Arsenal has brought on. He's known as Nicolas Jova. I've been reading to you all his statistics in there. But coming to Arsenal, what does he bring at Arsenal, you guys? For those that have been watching me in, he is really experienced, yes. And now, look at how Man City takes its set pieces. Nowadays, each and every team has coaches responsible for the goalkeeping, defenders, midfielders, set piece takers, forwards, midfielders, and so on and so forth. So Arsenal is acquiring in another player, another coach in here who goes by names of Nicolas Jovia in here to really do the needful for a team which goes by the name of Arsenal to improve on its set pieces. Arsenal, I don't remember how many set pieces did Arsenal score last season, or how many set pieces, like, because set pieces include free kicks, they include free kicks, corners. Is a penalty a set piece? Let me see. A penalty. A penalty. All right. Now, what I really want to let you know is that even these kicks that Arsenal have been doing last season, how many set pieces did Arsenal score last season? That's something that I'm asking you guys, for those that really follow Arsenal a lot. Yes? How many set pieces? Let me check here. Set pieces. Set pieces, Arsenal. 2020, 2021. How many did Arsenal score? Arsenal statistics in here in the league. I really want to get this statistic to really let you know how important this guy that has just joined Arsenal is at a team which goes by the name of Arsenal. Smash a like on the video, smash a like button, comment and share as you go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Nicolas Jova in there, who has just joined Arsenal from Man City as a set-piece coach for Arsenal. And he was with Arteta at Man City, and now he is no longer there, and he's doing the rate at which he's joining Arsenal in there. Now, I'm looking here. I'm looking with his attack player statistics. I really want to see where are the set pieces? Where are the set pieces? I really want to see set pieces in here, and I really want to see how many goals Arsenal have really not really getting me what I want. Guys, Google is not doing me a service that I want, guys. So, guys, this is Nicolas Jovia. I think he comes in at the right time at Arsenal, because nowadays a set piece, when really they're calculating goals, any manager will come out and tell you that each and every corner is a quarter a goal. So that means each and every four corners should be equivalent to a goal. So that's how these things are calculated. So if at all Arsenal really gets a set piece taker, it will tell you that we've brought in Ben White, who is good at heading the ball. We have Nicolas. We have we have a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Magalhaes. You know him, he scored on his first game that he played at Arsenal, and it was a set piece. So Arsenal feels like they should get more out of set pieces than they've been getting the previous seasons. Because who is the free kick, who is the set piece taker at Arsenal? Because this time round I've seen Thomas Partey doing it into this pre-season tournament against Hibernian. He took a very good one and it struck the crossbar and it came back into play. I remember he really took it. He goes by the names of Thomas Partey in there. He really took a good one against a team which goes by the name of Hibernian. Now we wait and see what really happens to a team which goes by the name of Arsenal after really getting a new set piece coach in there, because it looked like Arteta knew that Arsenal is lacking such a quality on its bench in there, and they've brought in a set piece coach from Man City who goes by names of Jehovah Nicola in there, and is really joining Arsenal already. And I think Arsenal returned from Scotland to London, and they're flying to America to play the Florida Cup, I think tomorrow or today in there. And now that's the first story that we did today. We are getting into our second story that most of you are eagerly waiting for. That is Ben White. Remember, Ben White has been confirmed as an Arsenal player, and who confirmed this? It's Fabrizio Romano, that terms have been agreed amongst Brighton and a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and a man who goes by names of Ben White is subjected to a medical. Now, most of people are asking themselves, we've gotten this player, when is he going to do the medical for Arsenal? That was something big, a question that was really looming in very many people's heads in there. And guys, relax and float. The answer is now out from the reliable sources in here, because the reliable sources are showing us that Ben White to Arsenal, £50 million is going to be paid. You get, to a team which goes by the names of Brighton in there. Remember, Arsenal first made Arsenal made two offers that were rejected. The first one was £40 million, and the other one was £47 million in there, and the lad really remained at Arsenal, and him staying at, and Brighton said, we are not really getting you this player unless you really get us what we call £50 million in there. And Arsenal really said them, we have the £50 million, and Brighton said, you have the player, but the problem is the lad has been with the English national team in the Euros, and him being in the Euros, Ben White is still on holiday and he has not yet come back into London in there, or into the Ben White has not yet gotten time to really get back to a team which goes by the names of, there is something I'm looking for, yes, I'm having it here, it's here. Ben White has not yet gotten time to really rest, and he really went to rest because he was with the English national team for a very long time. Remember, England was into the Euros for over that 1 month that the Euros took place in there. Remember, the Euros started, I think, it was June. Was it June 11th? Yes, June 11th, around the first week of June, and they ended on the 11th of July in there, where England played into the final. Though Ben White was not really involved into this, and we really never saw him got involved. But why did he get involved into the English national team? One, the other player that was into that position, who goes by the names of Trent Alexander-Arnold, got an injury in the game they were playing. They were playing a team, which was it Israel in there, that friendly that saw Marcus Rashford in their score, and he got an injury. After getting an injury, he was really taken off the squad, and guess who came in? It was Ben White. Very many people thought that he was really going to bring in another defender, but because Harry Maguire was injured, but Ben White was brought in, and he's really a very good quality player. Why was Ben White brought in? Ben White was brought in because he can play the central defense, he can play the right back, and he can play into the central defensive midfield position in there. So that's why Ben White was brought in the team of England. Now Arsenal, you know the kind of player that you have at Arsenal. Ben White is really a very good quality player in there. He plays into the central defense. He plays into the central defensive midfield. He plays into the right back. Now, Arsenal have really gotten themselves gold. Nowadays, in modern football, it's rare to see a player who plays all those defensive positions in there. We have 21 people watching in. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. Really, guys, before we continue to this story, tell me where you're watching in from. Tell me who you are and where you're watching in from, guys, because we are really up to here for the next 16 or 20 minutes. And I really want to know you guys, because for me, you know me, I'm called Rokani David, aka RD Rokani Sports. Football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone is this channel. Now I really want to see you go into the comment section and talk to me, guys, as far as this story is concerned. Ben White medical debt confirmed. Arsenal signing a coach from Man City and is a set piece taker coach in there to really see Arsenal improving on its set pieces. Now, I was still talking about Ben White and how Arsenal have really gotten a very big player who plays 3 positions: central defensive midfield, central defense, and the right back in there. So that's why England really took him, because he can play to the right back, and England had close to 3 right backs. There were 4. They had Kylian Trippier, they had Trent Alexander-Arnold, they had Kyle Walker and Reece James. There are 4 right backs in there. So when Trent Alexander-Arnold got an injury, they brought in a player who goes by the name of Ben White, because he can play right back, central defense, and the central defensive midfield. That is a man who goes by the name of Ben White in there for you. So Arsenal really got themselves a very good player, and I think he's really going to do good at Arsenal. Now, the big question is, when is medical? When is Ben White's medical at Arsenal? Now, because each and every player was given 3 weeks to rest, when you count 3 weeks from 11th July, when you add 7 days, when you add 14 days, those are 2 weeks. That is close to 28th July in there. And guess what? Ben White was supposed to return at Arsenal in the first week of August, but because he has really gotten a deal at Arsenal and he really fancies to be playing for a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there, Ben White has decided to cut his holiday short to go for a medical at Arsenal on the 26th of July. You now know the date of Ben White getting a medical at Arsenal. It's 26th July. That's when Ben White is really going to get his medical at Arsenal. Oringo Mbaraka from Soroti, Uganda. How are you? How are you, Oringo? Thank you for watching in. It's always nice having you two guys. Do what Oringo is doing. I really want to hear you guys and what you are saying. Oringo says, I'm from Soroti in there. Thank you for watching in. I'm having Alpha Gabla. I'm Alpha Gabla from Silarion. Thank you for watching in, Alpha Gabra. How is Silarion? And this is that football news top 10 and lifestyle zone. Please feel free to come through and subscribe. If at all you've not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so, because each and every time you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will get notifications each and every time I upload a video or we go live onto this channel, which goes by the names of the football news top 10s and lifestyle. So now, I was still telling you that Ben White was supposed to be at a team which goes by the names of Arsenal to report on the in the first week of August in there, around 6th or 7th August in there. But because he has been because Arsenal have agreed terms with the team which goes by names of Brighton, a lad who goes by names of Ben White has decided to cut his holiday short by like 10 days to come at Arsenal and really do that medical in there, which goes by the names of Arsenal medical in there. And I think he's going to be in Florida, and Arsenal, that's where Arsenal is really jetting in anytime from now to really go and play into the Florida Cup in there. Ben White in there for you. That date has been confirmed. It's going to be on the 26th of July. That's when the medical of Ben White is going to be done by a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and that will be followed by unveiling him the next day on the 27th of a month which goes by names of July. So guys, all the Arsenal fans, be happy, because today is 18th. That means 8 days from now, Ben White will be doing a medical at Arsenal. And after doing a medical at Arsenal, he will be really unveiled as an Arsenal player. That is the update that I had in there for you onto this channel, which goes by the names of the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone. So Arsenal fans, I think you are now relaxed. You now know when Ben White is really going to come out and do a medical for your team, which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Remember, he's 23 years old. He played 36 games in the Premier League last time in there. And Arsenal have seen offers of £40 million and £47 million knocked down by the Brighton team in there. But thank God, Ben White is now an Arsenal player. Medical is happening on the 26th of a month which goes by names of July. And he came in through because players like Arsenal really, why did Arsenal really have to bring in Ben White? One, The contract of David Luiz expired at Arsenal, and David Luiz never wanted to renew his contract at Arsenal, and it felt like his services were needed elsewhere. Secondly, William Saliba, another defender who would have come in for him, is not admired by Arteta, the coach of Arsenal. And Arsenal, ever since Arteta really came through at Arsenal, he has put William Saliba on loan, and he has went on a long season loan in Marseille. You know what we really did onto that story in there about a player who goes by the names of William Saliba playing for a team which goes by the names of Arsenal, being loaned to Marseille. In there, he completed his move, and he was joined by a fellow teammate who goes by the names of Matteo Guendouzi, and they are all there on a long season loan in there. Don't expect them at Arsenal anymore, but to me, I think Saliba is going to be sold because Arteta does not fancy his services. Because when you look at the situation at Arsenal, Arsenal have Rob Holding in the central defensive position. They have Rob Holding, they have Calum Chambers, they have Pablo Mari, they have Gabriel Magalhaes, you get, and now they're adding another defender who goes by names of Ben White. So Ben White is an Arsenal player and is subjected to a medical on 26th of July, of which is going to pass it, and on the 27th of July, he's really going to be unveiled as an Arsenal player in there. And guys, I think Arsenal fans are really happy to hear that Ben White is joining you guys. That is something great. Guys, Arsenal buying a player at £50 million is something rare, because when you look at its rating, the most expensive player Arsenal have ever bought is Pepe at £73 million. Then coming Aubameyang to the second position at 53 around there. Yes, 53 around there. Coming Ben White in there, third position at £50 million. So those that have been supporting Arsenal for a very long time, there is a funny story that I always tell you about Luis Suarez, how Arsenal is mean on really spending money. Luis Suarez was supposed to be an Arsenal player from Ajax to join Arsenal, but guess what happened? Ajax told a man who goes by names of Arsene Wenger that you're offering us £50 million. How much money are you adding us, such that you really get a player who goes by the names of Suarez in there? Do you know what Arsene Wenger told them? I'm adding you £1. Can you imagine? £1 like this. So that's what Arsenal is for you. And if I told you, see Arsenal really spending £50 million on a player, just know Arsenal really wants this player, and they're really dying to get the services of this player. And amid this, it's the COVID market. It's the COVID market. It's COVID market. So it being COVID market, it's something good to see that Arsenal can really break the bank and buy a player for £50 million in there. Quality, he's tall, and Arsenal have been really conceding very many goals through the set pieces. You've seen the two games Arsenal has played in Scotland, Rangers and Hibernian. You've seen Arsenal concede almost from set pieces in there. So that shows you how much Arsenal needs a player who is good into the aerial balls in there, who goes by the names of Ben White. Complete defender. Congratulations, Arsenal. You now know when your lad is really going to sign, and he's going to be unveiled as an Arsenal player. I'm having Ayola Omomame. He's from Nigeria. Thank you very much, Ayola from Nigeria. Thank you for watching in. Emmanuel Uchema, I'm watching in from United Arab Emirates. All right, thank you. Thank you for watching in. Latif Mutoyosi says he's watching in from Nigeria. Thank you for watching in. Ayola Omomane, who next? Now, who next really lies on what is going to happen between Juventus and Sassuolo in there. The next signing of Arsenal could be Locatelli. Why Locatelli? Locatelli wants to go to Juventus, but Juventus don't want to meet the valuation of Sassuolo for Locatelli. Sassuolo is valuing Locatelli at 40 million euros in there, and Juventus just want him to take the lad on a long season loan, then they later pay next season. Arsenal, Edu has already called them and told them, hello, my name is Edu, you know me, I'm the football director of Arsenal, yes. Now, something that we want is, we want Locatelli in there, and we are having all the money. 40 million euros available for the lad. So what is really lagging this deal to happen is that Locatelli does not want to play for Arsenal. His first choice, maybe Arsenal is his second choice, but his first choice team is Juventus. He really wants to play for Juventus, but this is being prevented by Juventus not being ready to come through and pay out the money that a team which goes by names of Sosolo is wanting. Locatelli, really a very good box-to-box player. He can also do the CDM role very well. So I think the next signing of Arsenal should be a player who goes by the names of Locatelli in there. So Ayola Omomame, the next player Arsenal should sign, the next player Arsenal is nearing to sign is Locatelli. If at all Juventus really comes out and says we are not having the money for Locatelli, what Sosolo will say, will tell Locatelli, we wanted you very much to go to Juventus, but Juventus does not have the money that we want. Now, Sassuolo will tell Locatelli, you are going to Arsenal because Arsenal is giving us the money that we really want. So, just wait and see that player who goes by the names of Locatelli might be an Arsenal player next week, and everything would go on well if at all Juventus fails really to meet the demands of Sassuolo, because Locatelli does not want to leave Italy because he feels like the World Cup is next year. When he's playing with Juventus, he's really into a very good positions in there, and how the very good positions of making it to the Italian squad to really play into the World Cup. Remember, Italy are the champions of the 2020 Euros, so that means they have an edge of really going to the World Cup and shocking very many with the talents that they have, the Chielsas in there, Locatelli, Verratti, Jorginho in there, and very many other lads in there that play in for that Italian team in there. Emmanuel Uchema, please, how about Lokonga? Lokonga is in Arsenal. Lokonga is at Arsenal and he is in London. He traveled to London from Belgium, but as you know, Belgium is a red zone for UK and he had to go into quarantine. Fabrizio Romano came out and said that this lad is going to be unveiled next week. That's what Fabrizio really came out and said. So I feel like I can get that tweet that Fabrizio really tweeted. I feel like I can get it. I think he posted it on Instagram. Yes, it was Instagram. Let me get Fabrizio for you in here. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. Guys, I want you to throw more questions about Arsenal and any other team that you feel like you want us to talk about. But I really want to get you this Instagram post of Fabrizio Romano confirming that Arsenal is really going to announce a player who goes by the names of Sambi Lokonga in there in the next coming copy and paste. Alright, smash a like on the video. I'm really trying to get this post from Fabrizio where he really came out and pointed out when Arsenal is really going to announce Sambi Lokonga in there. So he said, I don't want to come out and say something, yet it's not really onto this. I really want to come out and give you the needful. The tweet, it's from Instagram. I really want to bring it to you onto your screen such that you read it by yourself in there, because it goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano in there. He really came out and posted about when Lokonga is really going to be unveiled as an Arsenal player. The date was really laid out by a lad who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano. I think I'm done and I'm posting it on your screen. You are going to see it by yourself. You are going to read it as helps. So there you go. You see it? It's Fabrizio Romano and he's saying, let me zoom it now. I think you now see the blue tick of Fabrizio Romano. You might say that I'm bringing it by myself. Now let me zoom it in and I really pull it up such that you can really see it yourselves. Yep, there you go. He says, Arsenal are planning to announce Sambi Lokonga in the next few days after total agreement reached with and alleged that Ben White. Once medicals are completed, both deals are done. So that is something that he really came out and said that Arsenal are going to announce Lokonga in the next few days. But everything was done with the team which goes by names of Anderlecht. Everything was signed, paperwork. But the problem is he really had to be put up to a level of that he had to undergo quarantine. He's in London, he's in quarantine as Nuno Tavares. He came in and after like 1 week, that's when he was announced in there. And Sambi Lokonga is said to be announced as an Arsenal player in the next few days. That's what Fabrizio Romano has come out and said. I think you are now sorted, Mr. Emmanuel Uchema. That's when in the next few days they're announcing a lad who goes by the names of Sambi Lokonga, and Arsenal are really going to announce that player. Talented in there, midfielder in there, and we wait to see where he's going to fit in Arsenal as I'm coming up with that video in there. So that's it, guys. Now I'm having someone else who goes by the names of Simon Penasa in there. He's saying we should go for Semedo for right back. Now, when you look at Arsenal, I think Hector Bellerin wants to leave. I don't know why Hector Bellerin wants to leave. I don't know why Arsenal players don't. I don't know why people don't want a player who goes by the names of Hector Bellerin. But in the modern football, I think Hector Bellerin has the best. He's one of the in the Premier League, apart from Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold. But by the way, even if apart from Alexander-Arnold, I think there is no other player from the Premier League who really has a nice delivery when going forward as a right back. Tell me that who is that? Can you compare Semedo to Hector Bellerin? So to me, I think it's better Arsenal to sit down with Hector Bellerin, because Hector Bellerin wants to leave a team which goes by names of Inter Milan. So I think it's better for Arsenal to sit with a player who goes by names of Hector Bellerin, and they really sort out their issues, they iron them out, and they tell him, please don't leave our club, please, we still want your services in here at a team which goes by names of Arsenal. So I think it's better Arsenal ironed out their differences with a player who goes by name of Hector Bellerin, because I see him as a really potential player. Remember that only goal that Arsenal scored against Hibernian, where Smith Rowe really tapped that ball at the back of the net. You know what happened? It was the well delivery cross. It was a very good cross brought into the 6 yards area of a team which goes by the names of Hibernian. Smith Rowe made the ball and he hit it to the back of the net. So to me, I think Arsenal really needs this lad. Why do Arsenal members, by the way, I've really heard Arsenal supporters saying that they don't love a lad who goes by the names of Hector Bellerin. Why don't you love Hector Bellerin, please? I want, guys, Simon Penensa. Why don't you want Hector Bellerin at Arsenal? Because for me, I think Arsenal really have the best into that right back, and I think he's good going forward. So I see no reason as to why Arsenal really wants to take off him from their team in there. So I think he's really crucial. Arsenal should really sit down and settle them down. But Semedo, I saw him at the Euros. I've seen him in the Premier League. I think Semedo is good going forward, but defensively, I think he's not all that good. But if at all Arsenal gets Locatelli, Semedo can be a good one. Semedo can be a good signing. Because Arsenal is this team that really plays and really creates space. And really creates space for the right wingers to fly. And if at all you have Nuno Tavares that side, you have KNT in that side also too, and you bring another player who goes by the names of Semedo flying this side, with Locatelli into the central defensive midfield, with Thomas Partey playing to that double midfield pivot with Arsenal. I think Arsenal will really be a good team in there to go on and play with. So Semedo is really good. We should go for Semedo for right back, but the presence of a player who goes by the names of Bellerin, unless if at all Bellerin goes, but I don't see him as someone that is really good. Simon Penesa says he has made up his mind to leave and told Arteta he wants to go. All right. If at all he really made up his mind and said he wants to go, then Semedo wouldn't be a good bad. But I think Arsenal should go to Brighton and really get. I think Arsenal should erode, should attack. What's the best word to use? Arsenal should go in for Brighton is Mpate. Do you know Mpate? That young lad who plays in the right back, into the right position, right back position of Brighton. I think Arsenal should go in for him because he's really good. He is really a good player in there. Mpate is really good player, and I think he's a good right back in there. We are having John Kahindi. John Kahindi, where are you watching in from? Besuma and Madson, we need them, please. Yes. If at all Arsenal does not get Locatelli, I think Besuma is really a very good player, because I think when you look, let me check on the transfer markets. I want to know the price of Besuma. I really want to know how much Besuma price tag. I really want to know the price tag of Besuma. I really want to know about it. Yeah, it's 40 million pounds. 40 million pounds. Those are close to 50 million euros in there. So Besuma's price is far much higher than what a team which goes by the names of of Sassuolo is valuing Locatelli. But Bissouma, the good thing with Bissouma is really a Premier League proven CDM in there. So I think Arsenal really needs this player who goes by the name of Bissouma. And if at all it's really taking long for them to conclude a deal with a team which goes on Sassuolo in Italy for Emmanuel Locatelli, I think they should really come out and do the needful and get a player who goes by the name of Bissouma. Because Bissouma is really a very good CDM. Yes, I really agree with you, John Kahindi. And Arsenal, if at all you have Bissouma and Thomas Partey into that central midfield, in the midfield pivot, Arsenal will be really a very good team, and it will be hard to break a team which goes by names of Arsenal. But you should ask yourself one thing. Do you know that the African Cup of Nations is going to be happening in January? That's something you should ask yourself. Now, you're having 3 of your CDMs who played that position leaving. El Nini will be playing for Egypt. Bissouma will be playing for his country, which goes by the name of Mali. The other player goes by the names of Bissouma. Thomas Partey plays for Ghana. So that means if at all you really bring in a Bissouma, that means Arsenal is really going to miss out 3 CDMs, 3 central defensive midfielders, of which of the 2 are starting into the midfield pivot of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. So I think that's why Arsenal is trying to go in for a Locatelli in there altogether, because they feel like a Locatelli won't go into the African Cup of Nations. That means Lokonga will be playing to the central midfield of Arsenal with Locatelli in there. So I think Arsenal have dropped Bissouma because they feel like it's not safe. It's not safe because these players are going to go in for the African Cup of Nations in there. So that is good. John Kahindi says he's from Kenya. Kenya. You are my neighbor. I'm from Uganda. So thank you for watching in. John Kahindi from Kenya. It's always nice having you onto this channel, and it's always nice you guys being in here watching it. Now, when we talk about Maddison, I'm just asking myself, after Arsenal spending £7 million on Nuno Tavares, they are spending 15 on a lad who goes by the names of Lokonga, that is 22. They've spent 50 on a player who goes by the names of they've spent 50 on Ben White. That means they've so far spent £72 million in there. How much? What's the budget of Arsenal? The transfer budget of Arsenal, I think it's £150 million in there. So £150 million in there. Can they get off Locatelli? Because Locatelli is close to £34 million in there. 34. That means Arsenal will be left with just 45 in there. And Maddison is being valued at £60 million by him, which goes by the Leicester City. So Mr. John Kahindi from Kenya, I'm asking myself, Maddison, even if it's Maddison and Bissouma £40 million, that means Arsenal will be left with just 30. So Maddison, they need close to £60 million to get a player who gets by names of Maddison to Arsenal. So I'm really asking myself, is it compatible? Is it going to happen at Arsenal? That is something I really go on and ask myself, whether Arsenal can really go on and do such a deal. Because I think Smith Rowe were playing into that role very well. I think Arsenal are looking for a more cheaper option, because right now they are looking for a CDM who can really play with Thomas Partey into that double midfield pivot of Arsenal. I think that's what Arsenal is focusing on a lot. And either Locatelli or Bissouma can come to Arsenal. And you never know, Arsenal can go in for Kevin Phillips in there from Leeds, because Kevin Phillips is really a very good CDM. So I think that is something great, and Arsenal are really making good calculations, because if at all you look, you get in a Maddison, it's good to have a Maddison in an Arsenal team, but just know one thing about that deal is that means you've not yet gotten a CDM. So that means Thomas Partey really needs a partner to play with. It's not going to be Maitland-Niles, it's not going to be El Nini, you get? It has to be either Bissouma or a player who goes by the names of Locatelli. One of those two, Camavinga. Arsenal is not so much into Camavinga, and Camavinga, that when you look at Arsenal has brought in so many young players in there. So Arsenal needs an experienced player in there. not in like age, but in the amount of football that he has played. When you look at Locatelli, he has played lots of football and has been part of the winning team. And Arsenal is lacking that winning mentality. And I think it's very much clear for Arsenal to bring in players who are really going to come out through and really add that winning mentality into the team of Arsenal. Thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button, comment and share. All right, let's go to Emmanuel Uchema. Odegaard is it still coming to Arsenal? Odegaard, if at all Arsenal have the money, they can get Odegaard, because Real Madrid are really trying to offload off players. Because you've had a story of Real Madrid offering a player who goes by the names of Vinicius Junior, to a team which goes by names of Manchester United. That means Vinicius Junior is rated highly than a player who goes by the names of Odegaard. Odegaard was loaned off and Vinicius Junior was at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have made their first bid for Kylian Mbappe to come to Real Madrid. Now, after that bid has been made, things have changed at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are having big financial problems in there, and guess what? This is what they want. Real Madrid wants money out of a lad who goes by names of Odegaard. No loan, no what, but they really want what we call real money. So does Arsenal have the money? Because when you look at the Odegaard buyout clause, it's really Odegaard buyout clause. It's really ridiculous. I really read about it, but it was really ridiculous. Do you know that they really put 350 million euros on that lad? But I think at 50 million euros, you can get Odegaard now at Real Madrid. Yes, I think at 50 million euros, you can really get him. Currently at 301 million with his contract not due to expire until 2023. Now, because we are heading into 2022, that means Odegaard can really move away from a team which goes by the names of Real Madrid, because if at all he does not renew his contract at Real Madrid, that means it's expiring. So I think Real Madrid want really to take him off and really see to it that they really get in other players. So if at all Arsenal have the money, Odegaard can be their player. It can be their player. And the good thing with Real Madrid, you can really talk to them, because when you look at the offer they've given Manchester United on Vinicius Junior, they've told them that take him on loan this season and you'll pay off that money next season. So I think if at all Arsenal goes into good negotiations with Real Madrid, they can really get them that player in there. Then Kahindi says, John Kahindi says, we have Lokonga there. No. Arsenal needs a more experienced player. They need a more experienced player, and that's why Locatelli is my best choice for Arsenal, because the two players playing to that position at Arsenal are going in the African Cup of Nations next year in January. So I think Arsenal needs a player who goes by the names of Locatelli in there, not Besuma. And Lokonga is really an upcoming player. He's good and talented, but you can't rate him highly in there. Arsenal needs people who have really won things, you get, to get that winning mentality into the team. Simon Pensa says Phillips would be about 50 million. No, Phillips is at 40, I think. Kevin Phillips. Let me go to the transfer market in here and see. Calvin Phillips. Phillips leads. Price tag. Yeah, how much? He's at 40 million euros. 40 million euros, close to 34 million pounds in there. Yeah, he's not at 50 or 60 million pounds. He's at 34 million pounds in there. I think he could do a good job at Arsenal. He's really a very good CDM, and any team that is really going to get him would have gotten themselves a very good player in there. Ayola Obomame, what of Neves? I've heard very many stories about Neves, but Neves is not a CDM. He's a box-to-box player. Arsenal needs a player who's really going to sit in there and protect the back four of either Cedric Soares or Callum Chambers, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Kian Tierney or Nuno Tavares. So I think Neves is more of a Thomas Partey. So I think, does he have the discipline to sit there? That is a question that I really have in my head, because Arsenal looks like when Locatelli can really sit there, because I've seen him play that role in a team which goes one of Italy and Sassuolo in there. So I think Kevin Phillips is a better option for Arsenal and is cheaper in there. John Kahindi, sell Willock, Nketiah and Willian in there. Who is going to buy Willian, Nketiah and Willock? Yeah. Willock, I think, is asking to go back to a return to Newcastle on a long season loan. And there is Reece Nelson also is being targeted by 3 teams in there. Willian is expected also to do the same. Willian will start Arsenal, I think. I think the manager really still believes in him. He will start Arsenal. He's giving him just 1 more year to see how things really go on. Sinapa Conte says we need Phillips now. Yes. Kevin Phillips is better. I think Kevin Phillips is a cheaper option and can really. He has been playing this role into the Leeds team. Just one player like this. Remember, Leeds play a 4-1-4-1. So he plays that CDM role alone. And you saw him into the English national team. Declan Rice used to be taken off and Kevin Phillips stayed onto the pitch. Why? He is the best CDM that England has. He's the best CDM that England has, and I think it's really good to see to it that people are really thinking of Calvin Phillips. I think Arsenal should go for a Calvin Phillips as a CDM. That's what I really think, because I think he has more to offer for a team which goes by the name of Arsenal than Leeds, because he has done it, played at Leeds, proven each and everything, and I think he's really a great player in there. He's saying, Samfa says, what about Madison? All right. Yes, Madison is a very good player. I really like him. He's one of the best number 10s into the Premier League. When you look at his statistics, they are really good. He has a couple of assists on him in there. We look at James Madison. He really had a very beautiful season in there. He had a very beautiful season in there at Leicester. He played 31 games in the Premier League, something crucial. He scored 8 goals. In the UEFA Europa League, he played 6 games and scored 2. EFL Cup, 1 game. He played close to 40 games last season. So it shows you that it shows you that he's really a very good player. And if at all he comes at Arsenal, he will really go in and play in for a player who goes by the names of and play and will always. He's a good player to guide the player who goes by the names of Smith Rowe. I think Arsenal players really love Smith Rowe a lot, so I think you guys are really into that lad, and he's really a very good player. When you look at his assists, he has made 98 appearances, and he has scored 21 goals. He has scored 21 goals. He has scored 21 goals with 15 assists. Not bad. His Premier League record is really good. Almost in 100 games. James Madison in the Premier League, he's involved in 40 goals almost, with some 21 assists, 20 assists, 20 goals. That's not a very bad return for a player like Madison. I think Conte, you really have a big reason in. But my problem is one, does Arsenal have the money? Because Arsenal's transfer budget this season, I think does not exceed 150 million pounds in there. I don't think it does it exceed that? I really want to know Arsenal's transfer budget. I'm reading a story that Arsenal has been given £250 million to Mikel Arteta. Is it true? And it's coming in from reliable sources, from Football London and very many others. So I think Arsenal is really, if at all they have £250 million, that means they can get a Madison, they can get a Locatelli or a Besuma. Wow. If Arsenal have a budget of £250 million, as it's claimed, then that means Arsenal is really into a big season. I've always told you onto this channel that myself, I don't support Arsenal, but I've been following Arsenal because I support Manchester United. And Arsenal has been really there for a very long time into a battle with Manchester United. From those days, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2010. Now, the thing spoiled for Arsenal when the likes of Man City and Chelsea really came in through and really injected lots and lots of money. That's when things went wrong for Arsenal, because Arsenal didn't want to spend a lot of money. Now, if at all Arsenal, as it said, that Arsenal is having £250 million in there, I think that will be good. Arsenal can really do a very big overhaul into this so-called transfer budget in there. this transfer budget, Arsenal is really set for a very big transfer market in there. So guys, I think that we are really having a very good time in there. Please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Remember, each and every time we are live on this channel, we always bring you news from Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea. We are coming up with Mbappe's story in there and very many stories around the world. But it's always nice to have a very big Arsenal community following me and really coming up here to do the needful and really talk to me always. It's nice. It sounds good. You guys are really great. I really love you. That's enough fans. I think in the next 2 minutes I'm really closing this session. Now I really want to get out and we need Phillips now. That's Conte saying so. I've talked about Madison. We will do great this season. Yes, Arsenal is going to do great this season because if at all they get in those signings, they're having a Lokonga, they're having a Ben White, they're having a Nuno Tavares. What a season for Arsenal. If at all they bring in a Locatelli and they bring in a Madison, those are 5 super signings. That will mean Arsenal is really up into a big season, guys. That means Arsenal is really into things. And just know, Arsenal was just 6 points behind the top 4 last summer. I don't know what Arsenal fans really want. Is it Champions League football or they want a Premier League trophy? But anything is possible into this league, and I think Arsenal is really up for a very good season. John Kihindi, Renato Sanchez, he is good. Yes, he is good, but he's not a CDM. He's a box-to-box player. That's what you should know. He's a box-to-box player, Renato Sanchez in there. He's a box-to-box player. He's not a CDM. Arsenal needs a CDM who is going to partner a player who goes by the names of Thomas Partey into that central defensive midfield of Arsenal, or the best of the midfield pivot in there. The double midfield pivot that Arsenal is going to play. Nelson Wilson. Nelson from Nigeria. Will Arsenal sign Ruben Neves and James Maddison? That is something that we are really waiting to see. But I think Ruben Neves is not, according to his age, I think does not have the discipline to play into that double midfield pivot as a CDM, because Thomas Partey is not a sitting central defensive midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He adds a lot onto the attacking defense in the attacking side of Arsenal. So I think Arsenal needs a Locatelli. Arsenal needs a Besuma. Arsenal needs a Kevin Phillips. One of those 3 players, Arsenal should get one. They should get one. But the others are okay. Ruben Neves, if you get him when you have a Besuma or a Locatelli or a Kevin Phillips, it will be a very good addition to the Arsenal team. I'm 100% sure on that. Conte says, yeah, they offered him £250 million in there. So we wait and see how he's really going to spend that money, because you Arsenal fans really put up this Stanley Kroenke on pressure after trying really to go into the European Super League in there, something that collapsed and all the English teams really fell out of it, and it collapsed immediately. And now Arsenal fans really put Stanley Kroenke onto pressure, the majority shareholder of Arsenal, that you shouldn't do that, guys. We are really far much better than that. So that is something that Arsenal really did, and maybe that's why they've coughed out £250 million in there for a manager who goes by the names of Arteta. I think that will be the biggest shopping spree for Arsenal ever, if at all they really go ahead and spend it, and we get in players at €250 million in there. When Arsenal spend this money well, they can get in close to 5 super players, because the most expensive player Arsenal is targeting is James Maddison, £60 million. You can get Odegaard at like 50. So Arsenal can really have a very big squad this time around, and I think Arsenal is really going to compete. If at all they really get in these players early enough, they get to know each other, and they play into the preseason tournaments in America, especially the Florida Cup. I think they are playing it starting next week in there. So I think Arsenal is really doing great in there. So I think they can spend that money well. Gabenga Samuel, I will prefer Locatelli or Renato Sanchez or Maddison. But Maddison is a different player from all these. Maddison is really a number 10. You see Smith Rowe role in Arsenal? That's what Maddison does. He's a player who plays behind the forward of Arsenal, either Aubameyang or Nketiah or Lacazette. So he's that kind of player who plays behind the forward he's a central attacking midfielder. You get Renato Sanchez plays into the deep role, but he adds a lot onto the attack. He's like Paul Pogba. That's the kind of player that Renato Sanchez is. So Maddison and Locatelli, I agree with you on that point. Samuel Benga, I agree with you. Getting Locatelli and Maddison is really something great for Arsenal if they really get them. Ball, Tony, what about Max Aarons. Max Aarons, not yet known loads about Max Aarons in there. I just really want to really read a lot, something, and really come up with that story in there. Yes. He plays for Norwich, Max Aarons. Yes, he plays for Norwich. Max Aarons plays for Norwich. All right, he's a right back. He's a right back that Arsenal is targeting. Max Aarons, a right back. I've seen him, but does Arsenal need Max Aarons? I think Arsenal should go for a more, because if they have 250 million pounds, Arsenal can get a very good right back in there. I think they can get a better right back. I think Lampante, as someone in here came and said, it's Lampante in there. Lampante from Brighton is really good. He's really good. He's really good. Lampante, I think, is Premier League proven. I think Arsenal should go for Lampante after Bellerin quits in there. They get some money from Hector Bellerin, and then they'll really get Lampante in there. But the big question remains, can really a team which goes by the names of Arsenal, of Brighton, really give you two players, all three? Because you want Besuma, Ben White is taken, and Lampante, all those players play for Brighton. Can they really get you all those three players? So, but I think if at all Arsenal negotiates good business, they can get them those players. Why? Arsenal have some other players like Cedric Soares. You can give him out on loan to a team which goes by the names of Brighton. Arsenal have very many other players, the Reece Nelsons of this world, and you can do some business like that with a team which goes by the names of Brighton in there. But the worry is, after getting Ben White, can they really see themselves sell two more players to the same team? How sure are you that Arsenal will sign Ruben Neves and James Maddison? One thing, Ruben Neves, I'm doubtful, but James Maddison, after Arsenal signs a CDM, their next target is James Maddison. James Maddison is their next target. I think Ruben Neves, I'm not sure, but James Maddison, I think after them signing a CDM, they are going for James Maddison in there. Mohamed Saleh, Nanja from Kenya. We want Locatelli and Renato Sanchez and sell Laka and Xhaka. I think Xhaka, it's okay for Xhaka to leave because he has been at Arsenal and he has really failed to reach that target and level where he's supposed to be. But for Locatelli, but for Lacazette, I think he still has one more season for Arsenal. He still has one more season for Arsenal because Aubameyang has failed to do that. Who is really going to play as your forward? Because Aubameyang is looking rusty. Last season he looked rusty. Even in the preseason tournament, he's looking rusty. Just watch the game. Just go and watch the highlights of a game versus Rangers, Arsenal versus Rangers yesterday. You saw what he did. He missed two clear chances in there. So I think Aubameyang needs to find his scoring boots very, very, very soon, because if at all he doesn't, Arsenal might be forced in there to go and buy a forward. That's why I've had news that Arsenal is into for an Arsenal forward who goes by names of Tammy Abraham in there. A story that I'm planning to do onto this channel again. So guys, thank you for watching in. It's always nice having you on this channel. This is my first long live video in here, and you guys have been marvelous. Smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Thank you guys. It's always nice having you to this channel. I'm really impressed. You are making me starting to do almost live videos on a daily. It's like you are stopping me ready to come through and upload them, like coming here on a daily. It's always nice having you to this channel. But remember, where did it all start from? This started from the following. It started from, we started from this man in there on the screen. He goes by the names of, he's called Nicolas Jova. Nicolas Jova was a set piece taker, was a set piece coach trainer at a team which goes by names of Man City, and he has been signed by Arsenal. That I don't know what you think about him. He's a set piece coach. He coaches set pieces. I think Arsenal were ugly into defending and taking set pieces in there. So I think he's in here at Arsenal. What do you think about him? I want to see what you talk about him. He's the new set piece coach at Arsenal. Has joined Arsenal from Man City. He was with Arteta at Man City in 2019. He joined them in July, and now a player who goes by the names of the manager of Arsenal has brought him at Arsenal really to beef up his coaching staff in there. So what do you think about him? He's the new set piece coach trainer at a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Now I'm really signing out, but let me respond to these two questions. Nelson Wilson, how many players will Arsenal sign this season? All right. I think so far Arsenal has signed 3. I think 3 more are coming. Arsenal is going to sign like 3 players this season. I think Arsenal is signing 3 players this season. That's what I really think. 6 players. Arsenal is signing 6 players, not 3. I'm sorry about that. They're signing 6. 3 more are coming. We need Grealish at Arsenal. Grealish is going to Man City. Man City made a £100 million bid. They have put their £100 million for man who goes by names of Jack Grealish. So guys, thank you for watching in. Please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. I'm Rokani David, aka RD. Please feel free to join us in as we really bring you the latest news in here. Thank you guys for watching in. Grealish is good, but I think he's going to Man City. But he will be a good addition to Arsenal if at all. Can Arsenal raise £100 million to get Jack Grealish in there? Because Aston Villa wants £100 million to get Jack Grealish. Thank you guys for watching in. All of you, a big clap for you. Thank you for watching again. Next time, come through like that. A 5-finger salute to you guys. I salute you guys. I love you. And I'm out for now. See you later. And maybe we're really going to do this again in the next 2 hours from now. You guys have been nice. Thank you for watching it. I'm out.